Namaste yogis, and welcome to today's Yin Yoga Flow. My name is Sean, and today we'll be practicing Yin centered around the theme of surrendering and letting go. Yin Yoga is a wonderful practice that really teaches us to release our control and rather to embrace the beauty in the present moment. So as we hold our poses for a longer period of time as well, it really gives us the opportunity to really listen to our bodies, to become more self-accepting and patient with ourselves, and this in turn leads to a lot of peace within us. To begin today's flow, we'll be entering into a cattail. So coming onto our backs, extending our legs outwards, we're going to take our right leg's going to come over the top, and then with our hand grabbing onto our left foot. Feeling into that spinal stretch arising. Also the left hip flexor as well. The more that we pull onto our foot, the deeper the stretch will be in that space. And as we breathe in, we surrender ourselves to the present moment, letting go of any thoughts that aren't serving us. And for this next 45 minutes, we're really going to dedicate this practice to really enjoying ourselves and grounding ourselves in this present moment. Releasing our foot. We're going to switch to the other side now. So returning our hips back to center. Extending out the right leg. Left leg is going to come over the top and then bending our right leg and grabbing onto it with our left hand. Then going to twist our neck so that we look to the left hand side. Surrendering to the pose. Allowing for the tension and the tightness from our bodies to melt away. With any distracting thoughts that may arise throughout our practice, simply observing them arise and then letting them go, seeing into their true nature, which is impermanence. And as we ground ourselves into this present moment, we find stillness and we find peace within. Taking a deep breath in, feeling the chest expanding, and a long breath out, feeling the chest contracting, releasing our foot and returning our hips back into the middle. We're going to transition now into a figure 4. So taking our left foot coming on top of the right knee, and then bringing our knee towards our chest. You can also grab from underneath if that suits you better. And then feeling into the body, letting go of the urge to pull in too much. Yin is never about forcing, but just taking our body to where it needs to be, feeling that slight sensation arising within the left glute. And then once finding our pose, we surrender. We let go of any needs to strive. We just allow our body to be, accepting it how it is. Accepting the beauty in this present moment. Letting go of any expectations, allowing for gratitude and contentment to flow in. Mindfully, we're going to release our right leg and switching across to the other side now. So bringing our right foot on top of the left knee coming towards our chest. Applying just enough tension on the arms to feel the stretch arising within our right glute. Feeling into the breath, feeling into the body, and really softening ourselves with each inhalation and each exhalation. Relaxing the pose. And very mindfully, we're going to transition into a banana pose. So taking ourselves, placing it on the left-hand side of the mat, arms coming above, pressing our hands together. We're going to move our hands to the right-hand side of the mat, and then with our legs, we're going to shift them to the right-hand side as well, forming into a banana shape. And as we find stillness in our pose, we mindfully breathe in, and we let go of the control of the breath, but rather we just observe the natural breath, how it is in its natural state, arising and passing. Feeling into the body, and with full intention, feeling into each and every sensation. We're going to transition to the other side. So, placing our body on the right-hand side of the mats now. Arms coming up overhead, arms coming to our left-hand side, and then feet coming to the left-hand side as well. Ensuring to keep your hips flat on the mat as well. And feeling into that sensation, rising within the right oblique area. Breathing in, allowing it to soften, allowing it to relax. allowing it to calm. And in this pose, we surrender the stillness. We let go of the need to fidget or move. If we do find this sensation of wanting to fidget arising, that's quite a good indication that we've pushed ourselves too far. So just take it back just a little notch and find stillness in a pose that feels right for us. Releasing ourselves, and coming up into a seated position at our own pace, taking our legs and extending the legs out in front of us. We're going to enter into a caterpillar. So very slowly and gently folding forward by the hips, keeping our body nice and disengaged, never trying to strive or force. And once we find our shape that feels right for us, we surrender ourselves to gravity, and we allow it to work its magic to help us release the tension within our body, within our joints, within our fascial tissues. Mindfully we breathe in, and mindfully we breathe out. Raising ourselves upwards nice and slowly. We're going to come onto all fours, taking our left knee now. Left knee is going to come forward, right leg extending backwards, and then pressing our weight onto our forearms as we enter into the sleeping swan. With your left knee as well, the deeper the angle, the closer it is to 90 degrees, the deeper the stretch will be. And taking as much time as we need to find a shape that feels right for us, as we do hold our poses for a relatively longer period of time. We want to ensure that the pose or the shape that we find is right for ourselves, so that we can surrender to the stillness and observe the inner peace within. Mindfully, we're going to switch sides. So, right knee is going to come forward, bending as close to 90 degrees, that feels right for you. Left leg extending all the way back and resting our weight onto our forearms and feeling that sensation arising within the right glute and the left hip flexor. And allowing ourselves to surrender to the sensation of this beautiful present moment.
and touching into the richness of life that exists right here, right now. Maintaining the peacefulness of the body and of the mind. Taking our right knee backwards and coming onto our knees. Sitting up and entering into a toe pose. Placing our weight onto our toes. Feeling that beautiful stretch, that beautiful sensation arising within the toe area. And then closing down our eyes. Breathing into that space. Allowing our body to let go of any tension that may be stuck there. Allowing it to really just melt away. And as we observe this final pose before entering into Shavasana, we surrender just a little bit more to the inner silence, the inner stillness within us. Mindfully transitioning ourselves into Shavasana. So lying onto our backs. You may choose to keep your hands on your stomachs or by your sides, whichever feels more relaxed and natural for you. As we lie here for these final few minutes, we really surrender to this present moment, allowing ourselves to become alive with each and every sensation, and taking this mindfulness into our daily life, applying it to our thoughts, our speech and our actions. And really embracing the beauty of how surrendering to this present moment can enrich our lives. Coming to our sides and sitting up at our own pace. And to close off the practice in the chant of Om, so placing our hands together in front of the heart space, closing down our eyes, taking a long breath in and a long breath out, and a breath in for Om. And raising our hands to the third eye space, may we have wholesome thoughts. To the lips, may we speak the truth. And to the heart, may we act with loving kindness. From my heart to yours, Namaste. And to conclude today's practice, just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me in on today's class, themed around letting go and surrendering. I hope you feel absolutely fantastic and amazing from it. It was an absolute blessing for me to be able to share this with you as well. If you did enjoy the class and you would like to share your experience as well, feel free to drop a comment below. It's always really beautiful to hear from you guys, and I feel that it also creates that connection as well in this digital space. Just before you go as well, just wanted to wish you an amazing day, sending you my blessings, and Namaste.